It's a pleasure. All right. So I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's do it.
All right, cool. Today we are here with Empty Trail. Now, for our viewers who don't know who you are, would you please introduce yourself and a little bit about the history of your band?
Well, my name's Rick Lambert. I'm the singer, soul songwriter of the band Empty Trail. We're from Austin, Texas. We've been around since about 2013, not as a full live band. That's been more from 2015 onward. Um, but a lot of people compare our music to kind of the great grunges. So Alice in Chains, Soundgarden is a big one as well. And yeah, it's been great music. So
I definitely have to agree that your sound did feel very, very similar. And I've seen Alice in Chains live, so it was
it's so funny. I actually have not seen Alice in Chains live.
ah,
That's crazy. Blasphemy.
a little bit, especially when you kind of have that vibe with your sound. It, but I only saw them with their newer singer. I want to say when I was like 17. So
Well, that's super cool still.
Jane's Addiction was a little bit more fun to watch, though.
Okay, I see. They probably have more party energy on stage, maybe.
Also, the hook suspension girls, so that was kind of cool.
They what?
Girls that do the hook suspension, they fly out over the crowd.
Oh, that's crazy. That's cool.
Yeah. Jane's Addiction was really crazy, but I will not deny that Alice in Chains was a beautiful show. Now, let's go back to you, because we are here to support local bands wherever we can and however we can. You just released a new song the other day. Technically, yesterday for us, when we upload this, might be a day or two. Because today's the 2nd, and you released your newest song on the 1st. Do you want to explain what inspired this?
I'm back.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. We can edit.
It's
Or we
okay.
can just go in and upload it however, because we're fucking weird.
Yeah, it's all good. Technical difficulties. So computers don't ever work right anymore. So it's okay.
Did they ever?
No, they don't. They don't. But we rely on it. We expect them to. But they don't. So
Do humans even work the way we expect them to?
no, that's not at all. Definitely. I don't. I don't work the way I expected to at all. So
I mean, clearly I don't, because I've got freaking pink hair. I'm a blasphemous in the metal community.
no, pink hair is cool.
Tell that to the black metal guys that I hang around with. They think I'm weird. But
They probably think everything's weird. So it's okay.
black metal guys, they're weird as shit.
That's true. So.
But let's talk about you. Let's talk about this new song that you released on the 1st. Would you explain what inspired it?
What specifically inspired it? It's kind of funny because when I write music, everybody writes stuff differently, but I didn't really write it with specific meaning in mind. I think sometimes music just kind of develops, kind of creates and becomes what it is. I tend to write lyrically a little more cryptic. I don't like to write specifically about things, kind of more of just a general feeling about it. But I think it's funny because a lot of people who have heard it and read the title have said, World Split in Two. I think it's a really great title for what's going on in our world lately. And maybe I did that subconsciously. I don't know, but I'm glad about that. I mean, I just think everything is very polarizing as of late, and it's kind of becoming more polarized. So it does sometimes feel like societally our world is just going to implode in many different ways. So I guess kind of subconsciously, that's how I wrote it. So
Well, I absolutely loved the song. I found it beautiful. And it was an honor being able to hear it a little bit earlier than the others out there who hopefully will find it through this video if they haven't found it through you guys yet.
so glad I could see it early. So glad you liked it.
Fun. I loved it. Now, would you like to explain a little bit more about the process that you have while writing? Does anybody else help you, like finding
Uh,
riffs or stuff, or is that just completely you?
this song is completely me. We've had a lot of changes with the band. I've always kind of wrote the majority of the music. In this case, I played everything actually on the track. Um, yeah, so everything, and I actually mixed and mastered it as well. I kind of one man show with this song, at least. Um, so just because we've had like changes with kind of some lineup stuff and kind of coming out of COVID and stuff, I kind of like took the reins in a lot of stuff. But yeah, so process wise, sometimes I'll start with like a riff, maybe like a bass line, and the song kind of just like builds on itself, maybe with the context of lyrics or like a vocal melody, and it just kind of continues to build that way. So
So would you
yeah,
say that you work on the sound first and then add lyrics, or is it a bit of a combination of both as the process continues?
I'll be honest, like I've always wanted to like do lyrics first and kind of build from that, but I've never been that type of songwriter. I've always started musically and then the lyrics tend to kind of fit into place later. When I get the overall vibe or context of the song, I guess it evokes emotions and then it's like a subconscious kind of painting the world with words in a sense.
I mean, the artistic process for everyone is a little bit different, and it may not be the way we plan it, but what we always come up with tends to be something we are, at the very least, a little proud of. And I think that is the real goal. It's making something
Totally,
that you're proud of.
totally. I agree. I think it is a blessing to be able to just take the time and create something and just kind of we're all sponges, so the song I guess is just once again in my subconscious and it just kind of comes out of me. So
Now, is there a favorite part of the process that you have, or is it just something that you just kind of like let happen and see where it goes?
I like to let it happen. I used to be very, it's like writer's block, right? Like yeah, you're an artist, you write stuff, you write music.
I am a costume designer.
Oh, cool. Awesome. So yeah, I mean, artistic. So like putting things together and creating that. I mean, sometimes I think, at least with writing music, it's very common to, come up with some parts that you like and then start to kind of fixate on it. And then you just scrap the whole project and move into something different and keep going. I try to let things come out. I try not to judge them at first. I try just to throw paint at a wall in a sense. And I find that I enjoy writing music a lot more when I do that as well, and it's much more genuine, I suppose.
I'd have to agree. The process is very similar for me for when I'm making outfits and stuff like that. So, like, you find that one piece and you just kind of like focus everything else around it.
Yeah, totally, and it kind of just everything builds off the last thing you kind of created, you know.
What do you love most about this song? Because this thing was completely done by you, start to finish, every little detail, tracks, everything. What was your favorite
What do I
part?
love most?
Yeah.
Um, what do I love? It's hard to pick it apart like that specifically. Um, I mean, I love most getting to show it to people now, and hopefully, I mean, honestly, it's like it's very, very cool when other people genuinely connect with something that you created. Um, that's kind of the part that I'm most proud of and excited at this point. I mean, I could kind of nerd out about a lot of stuff, like like to guitar tone, like obviously like I could sit there, mess with the perfect guitar tone, the perfect bass tone, um, you know, and just kind of like blend back and forth. So I mean, I don't know if everybody is like as fixated on guitar tone as maybe like us musicians. Um, but for example, like little things like that I would like,
Hey, it's the little things that can really make a song. If Rammstein didn't have the keyboard in it, would it even feel the same?
I mean, I agree. I mean, but I don't know everybody listens to the music differently, but I literally been like, that's a really cool guitar tone. I've liked the song just because of the guitar tone. So
Little details that if they weren't there, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't feel the same.
totally, I agree. I agree.
And to be honest, little details like that, they always, honestly, I think they really, really make the sound.
I think
Or,
so too.
whatever you're working on. Now, is there anything else new in the works that you would like to disclose to the public?
Well, if anybody is, I'm sorry, where are you guys located?
San Diego, California, and
San Diego.
we
So
cover
you get that.
the Vakken battles from San Diego all the way to Los Angeles.
Oh, I love it. So you guys get that perfect weather.
It's like 100 right now. Let's not talk.
It's like 100 here too. So and it's very humid. I guess it's not as humid in San Diego, right?
It's been getting humid recently, so perfect weather is a lie. We just have good
Well, I mean,
sushi.
I used to live in Los Angeles for 3 years. That's actually where the conception of this band started, is in LA. Um, but Austin, I find, is very humid in comparison to Los Angeles. But I'm sorry. Ask me the question again. We got derailed from
You're okay. You're okay.
temperature.
Is there anything else new in the works that you would like to disclose to the public?
Well, let's see. If anybody is in the Texas area, we have a show. We have a bunch of shows, right? So we have a show July 29th at a place called The Gray Horse with a band called Thunder Rosa, which is another local Austin band. On August 15th in Austin, we're opening for a band called 96 Bitter Beans, which is the founder of the band CKY.
Okay. I
Familiar with
didn't
that?
think a weirder band name could come from that.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's so nostalgic to me because I used to play all the Tony Hawks, and they were just branded into the soundtrack of that video game. So I absolutely love that. Um, yeah, and then let's see, August 27th, we will be playing in San Antonio at a place called the Rocks. I'm not sure who we're going to be playing with. Kind of got to. Yeah, well, promoters putting it together, so I don't know the other stuff that's going on, but we're going to be there. So anybody in San Antonio, come out. Other than that, I do plan to release another song probably in a month and a half time, after one, but nothing else specifically new. Other than you're going to hear a lot about this song if you haven't. This is like for everyone's going to be hearing a world split in two a lot for the next coming weeks until everyone just love it.
That's perfectly okay because you're proud of this and that's all that matters. And you want to share it and you
Yeah.
fucking are, and that's good.
Promotion hard, promotion hard. So yeah.
Now, last question for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Would you well, not exactly a question, but last part of the interview. Would you please tell us where we can find more of your content and the best ways to keep up with you guys?
The best place, I mean, you can find the content everywhere. So, I mean, we do have a TikTok. I don't use it a ton. I'm trying to. Um, yeah, we have a Facebook as well. The best place to keep up with us is on Instagram. Instagram is kind of like where I created like the priority hub. Everything else I repost, I put everything there. But Instagram is where I'm spending most of my time. Obviously, we're on YouTube. The music, I mean, nowadays is available anywhere digital, anywhere you can find live music. Just type in ML and any of our new songs are going to show up anywhere. So
Well, thank you so much. I really hope we're able to help you guys get some more views out there, and good luck at all your shows. And I'm extremely excited to hear the next song that you guys are working on.
I love it. Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it. It's okay. It happens. It happens.
Yeah.